Okay, so I want to talk about last week. We did a short download of resilience and endurance. And when class was over, first of all, I want to briefly say that my lovely Kenji went into theta for 2 hours after class. And then he went into a deep sleep. And when he woke up, he said, I feel like I need to move. And that was his first time moving off the bed since the injury. And so he went super deep. And that was one thing that took my attention. The next thing was I spoke to my lovely niece Hoda, and she said I needed that class so much about endurance and resilience, and I needed it so much that I almost didn't get it. So I thought, that's interesting. I got to tap into that more. And then I was going through something myself a little bit later, and I felt, like when a drop of water is coming and it gets heavier and heavier and heavier, and then it drops down. I felt like there was a big orb of energy above my head, and it kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it would drop down into my body being. And I at first didn't even know what it was, and I said, well, this is interesting. So I tapped in theta and did my meditation of what is going on, and I got that all of us are getting our resilience and endurance expanded, but it's not something that's like, okay, let's do a quick download and get it all expanded and we're all set. It's actually that we're getting it expanded in the levels that we're ready for as the situation is requiring. And right now we're in a state where a lot of endurance and resilience is required, so it just keeps dropping in. So throughout this last week, as I've connected with each of you and the space, and every time that it would happen for me, I would kind of close my eyes and see it's happening for all of you. So what we tapped into then is like the access, right? So then the access keeps providing. So what I want to say is, if you have the opportunity or you can create that space for yourself, I sent an email about this later too, is that repeat the classes, because we get a half-hour hit once a week to tap in, and there's a lot that's coming through, and the more you tap into it, the more you receive from it. So if you don't have time, and this is great, and half-hour a week is wonderful, and that's all you want to do, that's fantastic. That's more than a lot of people are doing. But if you can actually give yourself the opportunity, especially before you go to sleep, or if first thing in the morning, those times where the openness is more, or in the middle of the day if things are going crazy and you need a reset. But basically, there's no bad time to do it. Just do it more often and tap into the energy more often so that you can feel still connection to this reset. Now, another great idea that came through our lovely Mernush, and Tally had said that as well before, is that let's create a WhatsApp group so that I could give you guys little reminders throughout the week. Not a lot of you like Facebook and that kind of stuff, so it's kind of hard. I'm trying to find the medium that would work for everyone, and I'll write about this in our email as well so I can make sure we find something. So anyway, today I want to talk about the continuation of resilience and I am statements, which are really important, and a quick mindset shift that helps us with this vertical highway. So what I mean by that is, there sometimes, so I'm always talking about this verticality and how we need to be in this vertical highway, rooted and grounded to the earth, connected to source, right? Sometimes we're hit and we feel under things. Sometimes an experience is so much, or even just ongoingly so much, it may not be a big deal, but it's like maybe, your kid's driving you crazy repeatedly over and over and over again. It's not a big deal, but it's so much happening that you're exhausted from it. So ultimately, whatever it is, maybe, we had Cheryl and Kenji with major back pain last week and couldn't get up, or whatever's going on. Sometimes we're under an experience and it feels like it's riding on us and we can't access our way through it. So a very simple mindset shift, which is just a step. It's not the main thing, but it's a step to open the door. So what I'm saying is, if that vertical highway feels closed and we feel under, what we're looking for is a slight opening so we can access some opening space, okay? So that is, it's very simple. It's, wouldn't it be nice when, Okay, so it just allows the possibility in the mind, because sometimes our experience is so um, on us that we can't access it through, we don't know the way. So this is just the one step in to the transformation and into the manifestation. It's like, let's open the door. So if you're immobile and stuck in bed, the idea would be, wow, wouldn't it be nice when I can walk around with ease without pain? Wouldn't it be nice when I can walk the dogs? Wouldn't it be nice when my little kid isn't driving me crazy anymore? Wouldn't it be nice when this freaking quarantine is over and we can just all hug each other naturally and easily? Wouldn't it be nice when I can see Sierra and celebrate her for graduation? These are all the things that are, if we're feeling under something because we feel like it's stuck, nothing's moving, there's no way out of this. Wouldn't it be nice, if somebody wants to move out of the space they're in, they have no idea how to do that. It's like, wouldn't it be nice when I'm living in my dream home? Wouldn't it be nice, whatever that is, right? So that just allows the door to open. And then I want to follow that up with the I am statement, because I am resilient. Okay. I am strong. I am, whatever you say after the I am, every cell in your body is hearing it. Okay. So here's for me, when this last week has been really hard for me. I missed Sierra's graduation and it hit me harder than I imagined it would. And so I kept saying it to myself over and over again. Wouldn't it be nice when I can celebrate Sierra for her graduation? Because in the physical reality, it was impossible to actually manifest it. I could not be in Colorado last Sunday, so there was no way, and there was actually no graduation. So it wasn't like, oh, I'll manifest it and I'll make it happen. It's that it's just not happening. So wouldn't it be nice when it can happen? Allowed the opening so that I can imagine it. All right. If it's so locked up that you're so under it that you can't even imagine it, the first step is the imagination, and that's why I'm saying. So this mindset shift is very simple, but it'll help you unlock out of places where you're feeling so stuck that there's no way. And if you're manifesting, you're like, well, I'm just faking it because it doesn't even feel like it could be a possibility. So sometimes when the door's really closed, slightly open it first, and then follow it up by imagining it. So, wouldn't it be nice? I'm just going to use that example for me. Wouldn't it be nice when I'm celebrating Sierra and her straight A's and her graduation, and then I'm imagining, I'm hugging her, I'm celebrating her, I'm doing whatever. So I'm opening the door, I'm using my imagination, and then I follow it up with my I am statement. I am strong. I am resilient. I can get through this. Whatever those affirmations are that you need to say. So the reason I'm clarifying this is one step to the theta command, because when we're in command mode, we're not saying, wouldn't it be nice if, or wouldn't it be nice when, not if, I'm sorry, wouldn't it be nice when? Because when we're saying, wouldn't it be nice when, is we're still at the mercy of the world, right? Whatever's going on. And when we're commanding, it's like, it is commanded, again, the graduation, it is commanded a graduation for Sierra. It is commanded a celebration for Sierra. So you understand what I'm saying is it's the doorway into the command, because the command feels like it's not even possible, right? So if it's not possible, I got to open the door, then I got to feel it, then I got to get there. And wouldn't it be nice when helps us open that door. So I hope that makes sense to you. I think that when you're going through your week, when things come up and it just feels like it's just impossible, sometimes it's hard to say, okay, well, I'm going to go put on a recording now and listen to half an hour of class and reset myself. Whereas if you could just say, wouldn't it be nice when this is all over? Wouldn't it be nice when I can do this or that or whatever? And it just opens the door. Then you start the feeling. Then you follow up with the I am, because we're still not at the mercy of things. We are the powerful beings of light. Our job is to funnel in all the light. That is our main job right now, no matter what our individual space is that we're going through. We are light carriers and light workers, and we've got to be funneling in the light. So you have a bigger mission for the whole world, not just what's going on for your own survival. So we are the powerful beings of light. I am resilient. And sometimes I need the little help to open up the door because I feel just as stuck sometimes. This, when my emotional body gets really locked up, I don't see a way out. And I have to be able to see a way out so then I could feel it and I could function from there. So I hope that this helps you with just a simple mind shift throughout the week as whatever's coming on, it's like, and then it leads right into our manifestation. Because if the door feels closed and you're going in and manifesting, you're really trying to really force it, right? And it's fine, all of that works. Manifesting works no matter what. But if the doorway feels more open, then there's a much more flow and ease to it. And the whole idea here is we're not trying to block the mind or block the ego or this part is bad and that part is bad. We're just trying to get in alignment with all of us. We're trying to get this whole being of light to function in a verticality where the ego feels like it doesn't need to seek attention. It's just doing, it's the personality, it's in the light. Kachi always said, when your ego is in the sunlight, it doesn't need to get attention. It's when it's hidden in the shadow that it needs to get attention. And we're all talking about shifting from our ego space into our space of essence, what it is that we're really here to do and functioning from that space of essence. However, that doesn't mean our ego is bad. It needs to just be in alignment. We're looking for that vertical pillar of light where all our being is in alignment. We're grounded, rooted, and manifesting and functioning at our highest. So sometimes that's easily doable, and sometimes we need all sorts of shifts to get to that space, and this is a good way to open the door. So when you're going into your manifesting, okay, we're going into commanding that next. That's what we're doing right now as we go in. But wouldn't it be nice to actually feel it? So that's the whole way, right? We're opening it up and then feeling it, and that just allows more of the feeling. Whenever we're joining our imagination with a sense of feeling it as real already in this world, those are some potent manifestations, and they can manifest in an instant. So we're talking about lining up that verticality and the feeling into our manifest. So right now, as you go into your manifesting time, if something feels impossible, it's like, okay, well, and our mind always wants to know how. Okay, so it's always looking for, well, how is this going to happen? If I need $1 million to save my place, well, how is it going to happen? Or whatever the how. So always key to remember that in manifesting, we don't need to know how. We just need to focus on manifesting and feeling it as real in the world already, in our world. So key to remember, the feeling is key. And then during the week, when you need that little boost, wouldn't it be nice when, and then feel the feeling of it when that is happening, and follow some I am statements. Now also, I am statements are fantastic first thing in the morning. If you're writing in the morning, end it up with, end your writing. And some of you are doing TMS writing in the morning, which is fantastic. By the way, some people in class are looking for TMS accountability partners. So if we create Emma's looking for one. If we create a WhatsApp group, I could also send that to you where we could find each other with accountability and whatnot. So ultimately, I just lost my train of thought while I was going there. But in terms of manifesting, oh, and writing, that's right, I got it back. So in terms of writing, if you're writing in the morning, end it with a few I am statements. And it could be whatever I am awesome, I am resilient, I am powerful, I am whatever you want it to be, but like write 5 I am statements every morning. Or I am accomplishing my day very well with ease, whatever it is, but I am, and then something. So I would recommend that every day as you get going, to just keep yourself empowered. And then whenever endurance and resilience is needed, or anything that's needed of all the things we've been downloading in class, just remember I am and add it. And it's as if you're tapping right back into that download. Okay, so just remembering it and saying it brings the download back in. Your intelligence knows. If we've already downloaded it, it's already in your pineal gland. We just need to remind all your other 100 trillion cells that that's been downloaded. and your I am statement is a reminder. Okay, so I hope that makes sense for keeping everything going. Okay, we've got Molly needing a TMS partner and needs to understand a bit more about the format. Perfect. I will, Molly, Emma, and you would, Emma would like a TMS partner as well, so you guys can maybe connect in the chat box, and I'm happy to share more. I'll write more about the format in the course material, so I'll write it all out for you guys today on today's course when I write it up. So. Perfect. And then I will write more information, by the way, in your email for the replay. So please check it out because the new moon is in 2 mornings. So the new moon's coming right up, and I'll send the new moon link as well. And let's start a new cycle with the new moon. Okay. Let's do our manifest. So tune in, start to feel the feelings of what you're calling in and what you're wanting to pull into your life, not wanting, but commanding. Again, that's also important. We're not wanting. It's not something we're wanting for. It is what we are commanding, and we're seeing it as real in our lives. Always in the highest and best way with ease and grace, just because we don't need to know the way. We just want it to be the highest and best way with ease and grace. So getting comfortable. I love Emma's doing the standing version. Standing, by the way, is one of the easiest ways to get adjustments in your vertebrae. I've done this so many times, I tell you, when I get deep in theta and I start to breathe and my body will just do snap, crackle, and pop all over the place. So it's the free chiropractic adjustment. Just tap in. And then remember, you're pulling up from your feet, so you're not settled in and you're feeling that rise coming up like your string that's pulling you from the top of your head. And even if you're seated, you could still feel that same thing, that the top of your head's being lifted up, so your tailbone's reaching for the earth, top of the head reaching for the sky. If you're lying down, tailbone reaching for the opposite side of the room, top of your head reaching for the other side of the room. So you're just feeling that tallness and that stretch in your body. The more we tap into theta, the more spaces in our body sometimes speak and want movement. So I just want you always to be available to move your body, shake it loose, twist it around, whatever you need to do, just allowing movement through your body as well, if you like. Okay, tapping in. Our highway gets more and more opened up as we are together, so it's easier to access. Breathing in, always in through the nose, big sigh out. As we sigh out, relaxing the shoulders, the neck, the jaw. Breathing in to the muscles behind the eyes. Relax those muscles. It's like we let our sinuses relax. Let the muscles that connect to the temples relax. Feeling the feeling of the inside of our head relaxing. And breathing into our heart center, if you like, hands on your heart, feeling that love from your heart coming, pouring into your own self. Dropping in, feeling the earth beneath us. And after we give our love and gratitude, we draw earth energy up into our bodies, really recharging ourselves, feeling the earth energy going in, witnessing it to all the places. Take a moment to feel your adrenal glands recharging. They sit on top of your kidneys, the back body. If you like, you could reach behind you, put your hands on your kidneys. That also brings recharge and energy into the adrenals. Notice the difference. If you are doing that, feel what your body feels like just simply with putting your hands on your kidneys. Breathing big and nice and tall energy through your body, feeling energy rising up. And the tingle in our crown. Feeling that vertical pillar of light all around us, where we safely take our attention into pure light. Feel yourself rising above the chaos and the noise, going into the depths of silence and peace. Imagining melting and letting go in the light of Source. And if we need a lift, simply state in silence, Creator, take me into your light right now. Help me to feel it. Silently command your manifestation to Source in the highest and best way with ease and grace. Feel and witness your manifestations as already in your life right now. Witness every part and feel it. And feel the ease that comes with surrendering now your manifestation into Creator's light, letting Creator handle this for you. We'll take the actions needed, whatever we are inspired to do, and we're surrendering the how to Source, allowing it all with ease and grace. Feeling the goodness of your manifestations, feeling joyful, a gratitude smile for Creator, knowing we are supported and loved.